Hello again, everybody. I'm Chris Mooneyham, and welcome to this week's edition, the Positive Athlete Georgia Spotlight of the Week. Thanks again for joining us, everybody. Here's hoping you and yours had a great Halloween weekend. Well, a very exciting time this week for the Positive Athlete Georgia Spotlight of the Week. For those of you who have been following us, well, for however long you've been following us, you may remember that over the last few weeks, as we've started this GHSA calendar school year, athletic school year, we've been remembering some of the great stories from 2014-15 last year and what was the top year for Positive Athlete Georgia. Well, we are very pleased to announce that this week we have now started to reveal some of the great stories, some of the great nominations for 2015-16. That's right. We are now fully starting to unfurl the banner, if you will, for 2015-16. And a great way to start it, by the way. Remember, at the end of the blog here, I will remind you, give you some information on how you can be a part of the nomination process. Because Positive Athlete Georgia is nothing without you, the viewer, you, the volunteer, you, the family member, coach, or administrator. Okay, let's talk about some of the great stories that we have in our first round of nominations that have been revealed out to the public this week. Let's start with a senior cheerleader from Eagles Landing High School in Henry County, a young lady by the name of Ashley Dorsey. Miss Dorsey at Eagles Landing is the 2016 senior class president. She also recently competed in the National American Miss Teen Georgia pageant, where she finished as the third runner-up. Very high marking, the third runner-up. And remember, that's out of nearly 100 young ladies. She's also won the Eagles Landing High School Future Golden Eagle Award, and funny enough, she also won the Golden Eagle Award. The difference, of course, as you may have imagined, the Golden Eagle Award is given to upperclassmen who are all around great athletes within their individual sport, academically, sportsmanship, leadership, behaviorally, and of course, athletically on the field as well. I thought that was very funny that she won both the future Golden Eagle Award and the Golden Eagle Award. So congratulations to Miss Ashley Dorsey, a senior cheerleader from Eagles Landing High School. Our next nominee is Barbara Carter, young softball player, a senior from Sequoyah High School in Cherokee County. Ms. Carter co-authored a new program at her local YMCA to aid children with autism and other special needs. She's involved in the Sequoyah High School Friends Club. She helps take care of her 3 younger siblings. Always something that we love to see at Positive Athlete. Really, everyone, so many young people that are awarded and nominated here at Positive Athlete win awards and are great academically or athletically. There's so many different tick marks on the resumes for all these young people. But personally, as somebody who grew up helping to raise their younger brother, I always find it refreshing and interesting to hear some of the stories of these young people who are counted on inside of their family to help out with their siblings. She's also involved in her school's beta club, and she played for a pretty good softball team this year as well. And for those reasons, and many others, of course, we like to honor Miss Barbara Carter, a senior softball player at Sequoyah High School. Time now to turn to the guys' side, and we love to talk about a cross-country Harrier, a sophomore from Wheeler High School, a young man by the name of Charlie Wood. Now, Charlie received a varsity letter in volunteering by serving 40 hours in community service projects in the 2014-15 school year. Love to hear that you earn a letter in that. He's been known to help motivate his teammates, other runners, to strive for excellence. And of course, cross country, one of the more mental sports in the sphere of sports, of course. He's an active member of the HOSA Club and Helping Hands Service Club. And he also spent the summer of 2015 working with Northside Hospital's volunteer program, working 40 and a half hours worth of volunteer service inside the cancer center, transporting and assisting patients during their cancer treatment. And so for this reason, and for many, many others, Charlie Wood, a sophomore cross-country Harrier from Wheeler High School, is honored this week. Remember, fans, you out there, the key to the process of Positive Athlete Georgia. You can nominate your brother or sister, your son or daughter. You can nominate a student in your classroom or a player on your team. In other words, you can be a staff member, an administrator, or a coach at a school. If you're a pastor, a preacher, a clergyman, well, you can nominate someone who makes a heavy impact inside of your faith organization. If you're a member of a volunteer organization, student government, or a county government, and you have a young person who volunteers their time to your organization, your community, or of course to your government facilities, you can nominate a young person for Positive Athlete Georgia. Remember, not all of these players are all-state players, championship level players. In fact, many of them, a lot of times, not even starters. But what they are, leaders inside the community. And for that reason, they should be absolutely honored. The 2015-16 Positive Athlete season will prove to really shatter the record numbers that we saw in 2014-2015. Last year, 150 high schools provided over 2,000 nominees, and over $10,000 in college scholarship monies were awarded to young men and women from across the state. This year, ladies and gentlemen, we again are going to shatter those numbers, and I mean shatter those numbers. We're going to approach some of those numbers by the beginning of next year, and we're going all the way to May. So please, won't you be part of the process? Find out more about the nomination process. Make sure you visit georgia.positiveathlete.org. That's georgia.positiveathlete.org. And until next week, I'm Chris Mooneyham for the Positive Athlete Georgia Spotlight of the Week.